What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Itz-Beez-Da, TrackStar, and welcome back to another Dancehall video tutorial. So, in another one, somebody asked me to do a video basically about the best Kontakt banks for dancehall. I'm not sure if him say top 10. I put the comment on the screen. I'm not sure if him say top 10 bank or just the best banks overall, but that's the way I go more towards the best banks overall. So, we are going to load Kontakt to start, and like I say, I'm now go through and show them banks where I think would are good or what out there what me not have what good. Me only go tell you about banks where me know what me use, you know what I mean? So I just go through the banks them and pick the best ones. While doing that, at the same time I go try construct a Riddim with the banks, so try incorporate all of the banks I'm gonna load up into a Riddim while I tell you what good about it, what bad about it, you see me? So the very first bank, and this one is a very small one at that, but it's amazing. That is the Cinematic Strings Monster Staccatos. This bank is amazing. It's a staccato string library. Keep on as the banks, but these are libraries. I have never messed with any of these settings, volume, envelope, none of that. I have never changed any of this. I have never changed the main page or none of this. So when we use this bank, I literally just load it and go on about my business. So there is a button here what say legato disabled. Now I don't know what that do. So you know me I play. So legato disabled. So let's see some. So let's load in a MIDI. Let's load in a MIDI. Let's find something sustained. Okay, so it don't make a difference. Let me say, I use this when me want to craft up like some dark melodies, you know what I mean? So if we play this melody, I'm just load in. You know what I mean? I like this string library. It can be a very soft library and it can be a very aggressive library because of the velocity sensitivity. So if me crank up the velocity, you will hear a difference. Versus if me lower the velocity. You know what I mean? But let me say, it's an amazing library. So some of my like darker dancehall rhythm them have featured this string library. I love it. Next, we have a library called Damage. Now, Damage is the no, I say the greatest specifically because I have certain other things what Damage do, but Damage is one of the best cinematic drum library them, is me. So when you hear them like orchestra drums marching, them type of thing. So basically what Damage can then allow me to do, let's get some drums something like. So let's say we start here. And this is also a velocity sensitive thing. So if we crank the velocity or if we lower it, you know, you barely hear it. So I'll leave it at the default. So we'll just create a quick little pattern. So stuff like that, which then becomes like a background situation. I mean, we also have, adding on to that, Kontakt again. Where is it? I have a library named Symphobia. This is another one that's really, really good. So what Symphobia has is Symphobia has both the staccato strings amongst other instruments, right? So we have horns, we have brass, we have a lot of different stuff. So if we go to the horns, press play and go to so the volume can always turn up. We also have the staccato. Trying to find like a full horn section. Something more like deep. Let's do horns and trombones. Cool. And what we can do, really can get rid of both of these from the main melody, right? Which is E and C, I believe. We can then go in a Kontakt here, can add this, and then here. Let's see if we can go down an octave. Nope. So that's the one restrictions with certain Kontakt banks is you don't really have the ability to play a certain lower note. So let's see what the staccato sound like. No, like the legato. No, so I can turn it down. Cool. Next, we have Voxus, which this now is a choir. So let's clone this one more time, and we are going to load Exhale. So Exhale is from the same people who make Arcade output, and it's a vocal library just like the hooked inside of Arcade. But Exhale, the only difference between this and Arcade is there's no constant update. So you have the stuff where you get, and that's it. You just have the stuff where you get. So if you load or if you use this, your first thing you want to do is switch this to loop, and then up at the top here you want to change the key. So we working in an E minor right now, so we'll set this to E minor, press OK, and now we have certain little things. What we can play around with. So, if we go into the piano roll, we need to find it. Let me say we'll load Voxus, which is a choir, and we have a few different things where we can choose from. So we have the boys choir, we have the stabs and screams, we have a few different things, but we also have the choice between men and women, so it's going men. And then if you listen, right, you have a lot of little nuances about it. Huh? Now turn on the men. Huh? But the thing what me love about Voxus is the phrase builder. Now, this here, if we play, matter of fact, so let's go into Let's copy this over. Paste it here. No, so with Voxus, if you play cards into it, you have the ability to trigger a chord change or a phrase change. So if you play, you know what I mean? So we can use that as like a melody, you understand? So if we play this, let's reset this back to to the top. So if we play, and really all you have to do is basically you follow along, and wherever I loop, you make sure that is the last thing to play. Right. No, the only problem with Voxus is, if you notice, it does not automatically reset when you stop playing. So wherever you stop, which is tus, it will go play from there, so, and it will go to new. So that's the only issue. The workaround to that is simply linking it to the mixer, arming it for record, and reset it all the way back to the top. Drop the pattern in the playlist, load that, right click on the record button, make sure you only record audio, and press play after you arm it, of course. And press stop. We should have an audio file there. So now we have and then after that you can get rid of the Kontakt instance out of the step sequencer, because you don't need it no more. You have the bank recorded, right? So with that, let's cut the pattern and move into a different bank. So I recently got this foundation staccato strings. I had a whole different video about it. It's great, but we're not going to talk about it because I have not used it yet, so I'm not going to just tell us if we go get it. Because next we have Symphonic Destruction. Now, this is from the same people that make Damage. So this is kind of another similar bank to Damage, but this is more of the distorted, grungy, kind of loop bass type of effect, but it's the same type of feel though. But this one, I just feel like it's just a little bit more aggressive, and it also have more than just drums because it have certain string patterns and stuff like that. So right here, you can hear what I go on. So if we go to Loop Designer and just drag that in for load it, these red keys over here set the key. So the key what we're in right now is E minor. So come over. This is C. This is D. And this is E. So now we are in E minor. So when we play, right? So if we go into the playlist, and we have this on, just this one loop up at the top, the main strings, I'll find something. So something like that. And just stretch that out all the way. And we'll play. But you get the idea, as I say, you can do. You can do a lot of stuff. So wait 1 second, I believe. Let's go on the playlist here. So we have C here, D, E. I'm tuning it to the wrong key. I'm so sorry. So E is on the, let me see. We have C. C is between, C is before two black keys. So this is C. The E is after, right here. Yeah, so I was tuning it to the wrong key. So now we have, and everything together. You know what I mean? And this is all Kontakt, you know what I mean? No other VST. Continuing on, let's go through a kind of rapid through some more of these banks, because we don't really want this thing for kind of stretch, too long, because we can talk about the banks them all day long. So we're just going to go rapid through the rest and kind of show some other really good banks. This Ilya Efimov bass thing, by far and away the greatest guitar banks for Kontakt. For show you how good them is, I'm going to put a link to Akadan channel in a description of this video or in the comment section or in a boat, so you can click on it and watch him remake Massacre and Jamil song Legend, and the guitar I use in there was this one. This is a very good library. The only thing is, and this is the major caveat, these banks are massive. These are not small, so if your computer now operate with space, as you can see, I have a whole drive with my Kontakt banks them. These banks are not small by any means. Damage alone is about 40 gig, I believe. So for properties, 22 gig for damage. Like I said, the staccato strings, the first one was like a couple 100 megabytes, so that was small. And I mean, Voxus is about 26 gig, so we look on 50 gig already on 2 bank, right? We can keep going. We have the where is the bank I'm looking for? Exhale right here. 7 gig. Signal, which is these banks right here are all good. I mean, but I'm not gonna have time to go through every single one of them. But I'm gonna show some more. I'm gonna call some name, you know what I mean, and make sure to see what I go on. But like I said, these banks are not small. This is a 400 and something odd gigabyte hard drive, and as you can see, it have 60 instruments on it, and it's absolutely full to the T, to the point where I have to put a temporary Kontakt folder over here until I upgrade my hard drive. So this is the guitar stuff I'm gonna tell you about from Ilya Efimov, and this is 21 gigabyte. Symphonic Destruction is, I believe, 15 gig, 16 gig. You know what I mean? Symphobia, what I'm showing you, is 25 gig. So these things are not small, but they are definitely worth the space for them take up. So if you can get a 1 or 2 of them, absolutely do it, because it is worth it. You know what I mean? So feel like if I go through some more, the Maverick Piano is another really, really good Kontakt bank. It if I go and get a piano MIDI file, give me 1 second. I'm trying to see what's going on here. Something is happening. This is not normal. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. Very weird. Very, very weird. But like I said, Maverick is a really good piano. I'm not sure what the hell is going on here with it, but very, very good piano. Analog Strings is another good library. Now, this is more of the synthetic strings type. So this is one of them libraries where you might find a use feat once every 20 rhythm, you know what I mean? Because it's kind of like tricky. You can play cards and stuff like that. But as you can see, it's different. It's not just the typical just string library. You know, it have different stuff. It have stabs. It have this. It have that. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of uses where you can find for this bank. So definitely another one that's worth getting. If like this, we can find a use for these stabs right here in the rhythm of my bill right now. So if we take out this and go into the playlist, the piano roll, can put a stab where here at E, just like that. You know, we can do put a pattern. know what I mean? So very, very good bank, you know what I mean? Can't complain. If we load up another instance of Kontakt, so we can show you some more. There's a bell library in Kontakt that's really, really good as well. Let's scroll down to it. This Balkan Ethnic Orchestra is it's alright. It's not the greatest. It's fine. It's another one of them library where you find a use feet because it have a lot of different parts. It have percussion, you know, it have a little bit of this, it have a little bit of that. You know, like you probably can find a use for the chants, you know, or the clap, or the, you know, something. There's uses for stuff. Picked Acoustic is an absolutely awesome guitar library. This is basically a loop player though. So it plays loops. Press a key and it play a loop. Alright. I already show you damage. The Giant is another really good piano library. There's two different versions. There's the regular and the cinematic. The regular one is the one that I use more. So if I put a pattern inside of that, you can change the presets right here. So we have basic Giant Pop, Concert Hall, Vintage. So there's a lot of different little nuances about it. I will put a full list of these banks because I know the name probably I gonna fly out a lot of people's head. Cinematic Studio Strings is another really good library for strings. So let's put pattern in here. Not playing anything. Staccato. So this one have sustain. So if we play and hold, for whatever reason I am not hearing a sound. I don't know what's going on. But when we play staccato, it play. So weird. So this is spiccato staccato. This is the staccato. Notice it's heavier. But very, very good library nonetheless. This is the bell library I was talking about. Virtual Series Mallets. Amazing bells. So if you want to like your plucky marimba and even have a tubular bell, now the good thing about it is you can link up all of these modules so you can turn them on and play them. Use them all at the same time. It's an amazing bank. Cuba is a percussion library. So if you want to put in a little bit of spice, a little bit of nice, you can change it from what it is. So you can change the ensemble from that to ensemble 5 or ensemble 1, and it changes the instruments that are back there. If you notice, I'm not seeing them change. They're supposed to change. So if we go temporary, yeah, these libraries, banks are supposed to change the instrument. Let's see some. Change this to 3. Okay, so it changes sound. It don't change the I thought it changed the actual instrument, but I guess it just changes sound. I use this in a rhythm called oh my god. Classe Azul. This is what plays the intro. And they have a percussion loop here with the red keys. Amazing library. Continue on that, we have Rise and Hits. This is really good for transitions. Very, very good for transition. So if we go to triple orchestra, especially in like the dark rhythm, them you hold up, just press a key. Nice transition, isn't it? Or you can play just the crossover point, the hit. So if I put this in at the rhythm, So let's see how long it take for transition out, and then we cut it right there. So. Okay, so it take about a bar. So if we bring this back and then we play the rhythm as it is. Nice. Nice. I mean, you can't beat it. So I will cut the video there. Like I said, I'm going to put a full list of every single bank name in the description or the comments. And a link to Akadan's channel so you can check out his video with the guitar. There are plenty more. These are the stuff that I have. There are some stuff I'm probably not even sure me will remember and put in the description. Like I say, Kontakt it. The main thing is about space. Also, the FLP for this track, I'm going to just give it. I got in the description or the comments. I'm going to put a link to my Telegram group. I got in the description, which is where you'll be able to download the MIDI and FLP from this project. So until next time, it's your boy, Itz-Beez-Da TrackStar. Peace.